Hi, this is Anna Imagination with the Healing Garden. So, the purpose of this particular this particular video is to present to you what I call the treasure map. This is an outline of everything I have available at the Healing Garden, and I actually have a full outline. I'm going to try and follow the outline and go through it. Primarily, I have two sources, which is basically my YouTube channel and my Facebook page. And we're going to go over what's available on YouTube. And four of my YouTube channels, my YouTube playlists or podcasts, have a corresponding Facebook page and vice versa. On my Facebook, I have my primary page. I have my personal page that goes into my business page that goes into Facebook groups. I do not go into all of my Facebook groups because I have so many for so many different reasons. And then I have my Triadic Healing, which is a huge part of that. And that is all broken down over on my website. So we're going to go ahead and break this down. I'm going to start with my YouTube channel because that is where we are. And that is my primary core communication. Everything I do, I always start with my podcasts in the morning. I podcast every single day, almost every single day. And Shifting Perspectives is my primary podcast. That is one that I will probably be doing for the next 20 years. That is my happy place, is Shifting Perspectives. Shifting Perspectives talks on philosophy, psychology, and physics, and it brings the wonderful world together, all three of those. And I also talk on manifestation, but it's very intellectual. It's very scientific based. It's very philosophical. It is not where I am comfortable getting into the spiritual realm. It is not a place where I am comfortable getting into things that stray off of fact. I don't mind if we talk philosophy. I talk a lot about philosophy and I hypothesize on philosophy. But if it's not leading to psychology or physics, I tend to really stay away from the spirituality in Shifting Perspectives. The other place I have is something that I refer to as the news, which is where we are right now. This is news, announcements, welcomes. Anytime I have a news announcement or an update, this is the bulletin. And that's pretty much what I need to call it, is the bulletin board. And anytime there is any kind of an announcement, no matter where it's taking place, if I am making an announcement, it will be made in the bulletin. And I then scatter that all over. So if I'm announcing a new podcast, if I'm announcing a new playlist, if I'm announcing a new sale or a project, it's all going to be under the bulletins. So of everything I have, the bulletin is probably the primary thing you should be subscribed to, is the Healing Gardens news or the Healing Garden bulletin. The next one is Fuck Trauma Fight. Fuck Trauma Fight encompasses my mental healing approach to mental illness and to my Triadic Healing. It is absolutely a fantastic place to get into the mindset of trauma healing. And that is exactly what it focuses on. The other one is the Eighth Perspective. Now, the Eighth Perspective is basically the podcast for my Light Workers Union. I have a group referred to as the Light Workers Union. And anytime I talk about Operation Imagination, world peace, manifestation, all of that is located under the Eighth Perspective. At this time, I only work or focus on the Eighth Perspective on Saturdays. Saturdays are my light work and let's focus on manifestation days. My other playlist podcast is Meditation for Beginners, or Healing Meditation for Beginners. And this is a group dedicated to 4 to 7 days a week. I go in and I do subconscious psychology based troubleshooting meditation. It is not a let's sit down and breathe for 15 minutes to 30 minutes quietly. I do not do that kind of stuff. I talk instead about why we meditate, what the goal is, what we are doing when we meditate. And it's 100% how you can use meditation for triadic healing, what it is we are actually doing subconsciously when we are meditating, and what the goal is. This is fantastic for anyone who has tried to meditate and they struggle with it because of ADD, ADHD, which I talk a lot about under Meditation for Beginners. This is fantastic for anyone who wants to meditate and they keep getting sidetracked, they procrastinate, they're inconsistent. I love people who are inconsistent. They are my favorite people. Like, truly, you are my people if you are inconsistent. And the meditation for beginners, or the healing meditation for beginners, really focuses on the technique of meditation, the troubleshooting, the psychology behind it. The other playlists I have available are emotional education, where I go in and I explain how emotions work. I give you the full spectrum of how to manage emotions, where they come from, and how each one of them needs to get resolved. The other thing I have is ASMR and positive affirmation healing. This is something I just started new. It's very sporadic and it goes hand in hand beautifully with my meditation class. And then I have subconscious dialogues. Subconscious dialogues is fantastic for people who are, it basically allows me the stage. It is, I have many, many parts of me, and one of them is an actress. So subconscious dialogues allows me to kind of relax, embrace my true self completely, and invite the actress in, where I can just dump my drama into my conversation. I talk in subconscious dialogues. I talk about emotions, the subconscious mind. I talk about philosophy. It's very, very casual. And it's where I can really allow my hair to just come down and me be myself. Psych Soup is a casual little corner where it focuses more on psychology. Again, it's very lax. It's where I take my research whenever I want to talk about a new psychology or new psychological concept, and I haven't actually put it through the test yet, or the theory. So that's where I take it, is Psych Soup, and that's my research. The last one I have is called Learn the Lingo. And this is where, when we get into perspective psychology, there is a language inside perspective psychology. So this is literally a fast place to learn the vocabulary for perspective thinking, which is vital to understanding how Triadic Healing works. So those are my YouTube channels. That's all of them. That's my YouTube channel. And then I've got 4 podcasts, and I've got all these little projects. Now, the little projects that I have, I retire them once I feel like I've outgrown them. So shifting perspectives, I will never outgrow. Fuck Trauma Fight is going to be here for a long time. The news bulletin, of course, that's going to be here permanently. The meditation for beginners, I love doing. And that 8th perspective light work, that's going to continue on for quite a while. So they all have corresponding Facebook groups. You can get all of these links down below for the corresponding Facebook groups. As far as the actual podcasts themselves or the channels, go ahead and glance through my playlists down below, and you'll be able to see everything. So the next thing is my Facebook. As I said, I have my classic On It Imagination Facebook page, and then I have my Facebook Healing Garden page, my business page. And that's basically where I make announcements and I put out positive affirmations. But that is, it's not a great place to keep in touch with me. And the reason why is because the way the algorithm with Facebook works, there is a chance you're going to miss a lot. So that is not a reliable area if you want to stay in touch. In fact, it is the most, just a moment, I am plugging in my computer before it dies, which has happened to me before in the middle of a podcast, and then my computer dies. So it is very much not a reliable source of staying up to news. My Facebook page is great for if you want to step into my actual page and you want to look through my announcements, my positive affirmations, I give those. But it is very unreliable as far as making sure you see what you need to see, because of the way Facebook does its algorithms. So if you're wanting to stay up to news, the best thing to do for that is actually subscribing to my newsletter. My newsletter is available on the website. I will have it down below here, so you can just go down and subscribe. My newsletter is the place to be, so you catch everything. My YouTube channel and my newsletter, those are my 2 hotspots. So underneath that, that is my 2 social media sources. Underneath that, I have Triadic Healing, which is actually what I do. It's something I invented to condense all of my life's work with philosophy, psychology, sociology, and now physics and manifestation, that I am pouring completely into basically my healing program. I focus on reversing the polarity of your negative thoughts over to positive thoughts by using psychology and philosophy to recondition unlimiting beliefs and to reverse the polarity, so that you are, instead of subconsciously thinking negative and having to constantly consciously fight the negativity, you will just subconsciously think positive, and you can manifest in your sleep. So I do that. While I do that, I also use that process to cure your mental illness. Literally, I have found the cure to mental illness, and I teach it and I do it in Triadic Healing. And I also present you with 3 opportunities in Triadic Healing. My Triadic Healing is 3 parts of 3 parts. And it is Triadic Healing for the individual, Triadic Healing for the cultivator, that is teachers, parents, and healers, and Triadic Healing for the world. That is where we get into World Peace Manifestation Day, Operation Imagination, and my humanitarian philanthropic side. So, when you get into Triadic Healing, if you are looking for your own healing for the individual, you have a couple options. The first one is my master classes. That is very much your fuck trauma fight. We're going to go in, we're going to dig it out, and we're going to get serious about trauma healing. I do not believe, nor do I condone the concept that there is no end to healing. That is bullshit societal gaslighting that we are told so that we'll keep putting money into our healing. There is an end. It's only a few weeks to a year max. And if you are spending more than a year on your trauma healing, you're doing it wrong. That's what Triadic Healing does. So I have my master classes to really kick trauma in the ass and show you how to actually do it. And I have coupled with that an integration workshop. The integration workshop allows you to take what you've learned, and then you have 24/7, except for when I'm sleeping, when I'm with my family, and when I'm on holiday. It's 24/7 hands-on full accessibility with accountability partner and guidance so that you integrate everything you learned in my masterclass. Now, I have 3 options. I have it can be free to it can be minimum payment of $140, and that is for the integration workshop, the monthly subscription for that. That will get you basically the Triadic Healing Starter Pack, which is all of my free supplies, my free services, with the optional integration workshop, which costs the $140. The other option is basically you kickstart it with a mini master power course called The Power of Self. That's $1,000. And then you have the ability to tag on that integration workshop with it. So you can either go the free route with the Triadic Healing Starter Pack and then integrate it with the workshop, or you can kickstart it with a 5-day masterclass and then tag it on with the integration workshop. The third choice is the masterclass itself, which is 8 to 12 weeks, depending upon which class you go with. I have some classes, if you go for the full bundle, that's going to go all the way out to like 4 months. We take breaks and it's all organized. And that includes the integration workshop. That ranges from $5,000 up to $30,000. Now, with that masterclass, right now, between now, August 5th, and the 14th of August, 2023, that is on sale for 98% off for a gratitude sale I'm hosting. So you can get the $30,000 bundle for $600. That is a limited time only. That sale ends on the 14th of August. So then when you are done with the individual healing, you have the option of going on to be a cultivator. You can become certified in Triadic Healing, so you can teach it to children. You can become a teacher. You can become a parent and use it to parent. You can use it for your relationships. I also focus a lot on kink, lifestyle, polyamory, BDSM, a lot of stuff on that I focus on. So if you are a nonconformist, you are wanted and welcome in the Healing Garden. We accommodate that lifestyle. I am that lifestyle 100%. So that is something that I absolutely cater to. And then for that third part of that Triadic Healing is our Operation Imagination, the global healing. That's where I work toward world peace with World Peace Manifestation Day. More information is available through the 8th Perspective, my YouTube channel. And I also have the Light Workers Union and networking available on my Facebook page. Again, information is below. I also am a published author. I have 4 books currently available for sale and a handful of anthologies. And one of my books, Broken, is actually how I got started with all of this. And it's my creation story. It's my beginning. And that book was award nominated in 2015 when that came out. And last, but absolutely my favorite thing to talk about is the upcoming healing getaway resorts that I'm going to be hosting in 2024. For the getaway resorts, this is a full encompassing Triadic healing. It focuses on the holistic energies, the spirituality of it. Well, it also talks about the philosophy, the psychology. I do talks on it as well. And we bring in psychedelics and a few other natural remedies to basically go through the healing process. And that is going to last from anywhere from 4 days up to a 10-day healing getaway resort. And we're going to start in New England, in Vermont and Maine, New Hampshire. And then I'm going to be expanding out into Sri Lanka. We're going to do Cuba. We're going to do Colombia, and then Spain. I want to go to Tokyo and a few other places. So that gives you everything that we offer at the Healing Garden. Everything. And like I said, it is a lot. So to get started, the best place would be to get on a discovery call with me to figure out what your goals are, where you are now, where you want to be. And then I show you how you can use Triadic Healing to get where it is you want to go. And I do a lot of equating a healing journey with climbing Mount Everest. I am basically your experienced guide who has been to Mount Everest many times. And I know how to manage the mountain, get through the precipice. I held classes. I hold a lot of resources where I give you the compass, the map, the routes. I give everything that I have available in my resources to get you from where you are now to where it is you want to go on a full, very transparent, lay it out, tell you like it is, this is how it's going to go. So as soon as you are ready to begin, go ahead and jump into either a call with me. You can start with my quiz on my homepage and start that process, or you can just jump right into the Design Your Journey and select whatever masterclass you want to grab while it's 98% off, and we'll get you enrolled for the 14th August classes that begin. So thank you so much. Again, all the links are below, and may the kindest of words always find you.